Hey everyone, it's Angie and I have a card for you today. Yeah, it's a Christmas card. I don't know if this is going to be the regular time that I post a card, but I think they're just going to be intermittent, so hit the follow so you know whenever I come out with a new video, because I do two 3D projects a week and I'm trying to fit in a card somewhere, and I've been talking about this for a long time. And yeah, I wanted to make a card with this beautiful pretty poinsettia bundle, and I'm going to show a little technique because I'm using our hot foil machine, because I didn't get to show y'all how to use it and how I use it. But it is heating up right now. It does take a little bit for the first time to heat, but can you see where I used it on this? So it's on the back of this gingham designer series paper, and I'm just using the Swiss dots on it. Y'all, if you can't see it that well, it is making such a difference in this card. It really brings it alive. I went ahead and used foil sheet for the leaves on this one, but how gorgeous are these poinsettias? I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. And I am doing a fun fold, which is a Z fold. It's a very easy one to do, and I thought I'd keep it simple for the first one. Did you hear the beep? That means that it is ready to foil. So we are gonna open this up, and I use the 'Tis the Season for the sentiment. You can put another piece of designer series paper here, or another sentiment, but isn't that pretty? So for this one, I'm using the Swiss Dots hot foil die, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm using for this, you can use a circle, a oval, but I love the oval in this framed violets dies, and then this is the pretty poinsettia, and I'm using 'Tis the Season and of course the poinsettia from this. So I really love this one, and I wanted to use it for this card because I thought it'd make it super elegant. All right, so for this one, I'm going to show you all the stuff I have here. I cut out all the pieces for the poinsettia, and if you saw my box that I made, yeah, you've probably seen how this was made, and I'll show you how to do it again. I just cut all the pieces out. You're going to need 2 pieces of the circle part from the framed violets, and hang on a minute, and I am using the scalloped oval part in Peaceful Pine. All right, here are all the dies. I use these for that, and then here's all the dies for the poinsettia, and this is for the center part, and the leaves are under here. I am sorry, I hear them doing the lawn again, or something's going on outside, and I'm sorry about that. But why is it every time I start a video? The piece of cardstock, I'm using the thick. This is so good, y'all, for card bases. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're gonna score this piece. But first, I want to do the foiling. So I'm gonna bring the foil system here. Let me put this all together. And I am using the Swiss dots, like I told you. This is so easy to use too, y'all. Okay, so here is the little, I don't want to touch it because it's hot, because it's ready to foil. So when it starts, the red light will flash, and this one will stay solid. And then when it's ready to foil, it will turn, this one will turn green. And I just moved it, so it's going to take a minute, I think, for it to come back on. I think it's green or yellow maybe. So we're going to just wait a minute, and I'm going to show you the rest of it. So this is the cooling tray. I call it the cooling tray. I don't know the proper name for it. And this is the die right here. So then we have a foil spacer and a foil shim, and you can see I got that on there. It's not going to hurt anything. In fact, you can use you can get this off if it bothers you. But I actually used it on the wrong side when I did this card. All right. Okay, so we are ready, because this is staying lit. We're ready to put our die on there, and we do have this little magnet. You can just press it down and it will pick this up. This releases it, but you can pick this up when it's hot. So you don't want to do that. Now it's heated, so you're going to press this button, and then when that turns green, it's ready to go. And then when you're doing this, we're going to do this both at the same time. And what I'm going to do is run it through and plug it in again and show you the other piece. So let's do this big one first. But we have to wait a minute. It takes about 6 minutes for this to heat up. So you want to plug it in as soon as you're ready to use it. Then it's ready to go. So it takes about a minute to a minute and a half for this to heat up. And don't touch it. Don't touch this whole surface. It says even on the top. I don't know if you've never done foiling before. This is so cool. I have been playing with a lot here lately, doing all kinds of things. And we're going to have a lot more dies. We have a bunch now, actually, but we will have more. But I wanted to show you the process because it is so neat how it works. And I'm probably not going to show how I run it through the cut and emboss, but when you do run it through the cut and emboss, you have to turn, there, it's ready now. So when you're doing this, you want to put the foil side down on here. We call it kissing the die. So you want to put it on there, and then you want to put the side that you want foiled down. And then we're going to put the shim here, and then we're going to put this. You know what? I will bring the cut and emboss because I want to show you it's very important to run this through slowly. And this actually only works with this type of cut and emboss because it's actually made for it. So you have to unplug this. I just hold it down because mine's a little tight yet because it's new, but this will come out easily. And we're going to pick this whole thing up here. I hope you can see this. And I'm going to put it in the cut and emboss. And it's really important to slowly turn your handle. Like I'm barely turning it. It's just going, you can see it's going really slow, but this will make a huge difference in how it foils. So just do it slowly. And I think most foiling machines are like this. You have to do it very slow. And when it's done, you're just going to pick it up. I pick it up from the side here because I don't want to burn myself. Put it back on here, and we're going to lift it. And I am going to actually plug it in again so that it heats up. And we can do the other one. So when you peel it off, look at that. Can you see how that is? I love this thing. It makes such a difference in this paper. You just turned it into a whole other thing. So now it's going to heat up again. And now that you already saw how I did it, I'm going to move this away and I'll do it off camera. I'll do the other one when this is heated up. It shouldn't take as long because you don't want to run this through with it plugged in, by the way. It won't take as long to heat up now because we got it. Oh, there, you can see the buttons now. So I'll just kind of speed through this part where it's the waiting time so you can actually see it, you know, me doing it again. Okay, so this is now heating up. When this turns green, we're ready to build our sandwich for our die. And I only cut this one big enough for the designer series paper because I don't need all of that. Okay, so the light just turned green. Remember the foil part, not this part, but the foil part goes down on your plate. And then this one goes the side you want here, down on this. And then you're going to put the shim on again. And you're going to put the spacer on. I'm going to unplug this and I'm going to run it through the cut and emboss, and I will come back with that. Okay, we are ready for the reveal. So these come off. This is my piece right here. And you're just going to peel that back. And look at that. Isn't that cool? Always save these pieces if you get this because there's something coming where we can use these. And I don't know what it is yet, but yeah, it's going to be neat. I'm going to pick this up and put it on here so it cools. Definitely don't touch that, and then I set it aside to cool. All right, I'm going to take this out of the way and we'll get going with the card. Okay, so now we have our two pieces that we're matting this with. Let's get this simply scored and score this. It's two simple scores. So I really wanted to show you that because it's just so fun. All right, so we are going to score this at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And that's it. You can do this two ways. You can do like I call it a backwards Z-fold, or you can just do it this way. So I'm going to sharpen this. And you could do it the opposite way. You can do it this way, and it'll go that way. But we're doing it this way. So it just folds in half and then in half again. All right, we're going to mat this. I love that you can just step up this designer style. You know how I love gingham anyway, but you can just step it up for the holidays and add a little bit of bling without having to do much. It's super easy to do, y'all. Super easy. Once you learn it, it's really easy. I did show some butterflies the other day and some things that I made with it that were simply beautiful. Let's get this. Make sure I get this centered and even, because I'm definitely using these cards. Last year I didn't make very many cards, and I was not happy with myself at Christmas because the ones that I had to send out, I even had to buy some, and I don't like doing that, y'all. They are super expensive to buy cards these days. I don't know if you've gone to buy a birthday card or anything like that. They're like $4 or $5. That's cheap, actually, if you want to get a really nice one. So I'm just going to layer these. It's like $7 or $8 just for a card. You know, you need to make your own. And they mean a lot more when you make it yourself. People really, really appreciate it. I don't know, my family actually does. They're always like, you didn't make me a handmade card, you know. But yeah, and then these two I'm putting on the center. I was thinking of doing these gold, but then I decided I just wanted the leaves gold. I just wanted a little bit of gold to pick up the gold in this paper that I just converted to have the little Swiss dots. All right, and you can really, really zhuzh this by just pushing up these, and it really gives it more dimension. If you want it super dimension, you can put a little mini dimensional in here on each layer. Because it's a card, I'm not going to do that. And then we are going to cut the top part of this here, and then I am just going to use the bottom ones here. I'm going to cut that shorter. And we're going to put it all together. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment, the 'Tis the Season, because I'm going to use the Peaceful Pine. Because I want to put this on here. And I'm going to glue it to this piece here. No, I'm not. I'm gluing that to the center. I'm going to glue this one onto the other one. Whoop. And it fits on there so cute. And then this is going to go on here. I'll have all the measurements and everything in the inspiration sheet on my blog at stampingwithamora.com. So all the measurements and the measurements for the DSP will all be there. So I'm only doing half because I want to only put half of this, and I'm going to just center it on here. And then we're gonna do a little trick here. And I just put a little removable tape here, and then I line it up here because I want it to be behind it. And then we're gonna just add our adhesive. And then I just press that down, which makes it much easier. And then you could just rub the adhesive off. And then you have it perfectly centered underneath that piece. All right, let's put this on. I'm gonna pop that up with a dimensional though, a couple in fact. And this is just fits all in a regular card. It's 5 1/4 by, or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm gonna put that on there, and we're gonna add our little leaves. It's not hard at all, y'all. And if you don't have the foil machine, that's fine. You could just do this with the designer series paper. But, you know, I know the foil machine is a bit of an investment, but oh my goodness, it could step up your projects. Just save your pennies or ask for it for Christmas. It is so good. And then I did take some of these little gold, they look gold, but they say they're bronze. What are they called? Pecan pie and clear. But I'm going to use the pecan pie ones because they kind of look gold to me and not bronze. So I'm just going to put a couple on here. Put one on this side. And then we'll just do 2 here. All right, and there you have it. It is done. Isn't that pretty though? It'll be so pretty for a Christmas card to give. And yeah, y'all, these are so much nicer than going and buying a store-bought. That's why I wanted to do cards. I want to get caught up on my Christmas and birthday cards again. I had a bunch of them, and then, yeah, I used them all, and now I'm back to where I need more. So I hope you enjoyed this, everyone. I hope you enjoyed seeing the hot foil system work. And yeah, you can shop on my blog if you need any supplies. And you can go at stampingwithamora.com, and there's an inspiration sheet, and you can shop right there. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.